welcome back to my channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at what new beginnings are happening for you. So these new beginnings could be anywhere or anything from a new relationship, a new career, a new journey that you're embarking on, or even a renewal to something that has been closed in the past. Mind you, it could be a new a new characteristic that you take in that could change how you are perceived from the outside. So that can really be anything. The way we're doing it today is that we have pictures for your piles. Take a look at these 4 pictures and see which one you're the most drawn to, and that's probably the pile for you today. If you feel drawn to more than one pile, then know that there are messages there for you as well, and in another area in your life. So make sure to check that reading out as well, and as usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your time and you'll be fast forwarded to your reading, and I'll see you there. Hi, pile number 1. So you've chosen this beautiful picture. It says ask for what you want, and you can see there it looks like there's a desert, someone being part of the desert speaking out something, and it looks like a tree is coming out of this desert from what this person is saying. We'll take a look at what this means in a moment, but at the back of the card, it says, find the courage to ask for what you want. Others have the right to tell you yes or no, but you always have the right to ask. Likewise, everybody has the right to ask you for what they want, and you have the right to say yes or no. Very good advice there. So let's see how this oracle card fits into your reading and fits into your new beginning. So I've shuffled the cards, the tarot cards, and let's shuffle it one more time with the intention of your reading, pile number 1. What is the new beginning happening to you? What is it all about? What is about to happen to your life that is a new beginning? All right, so I think we've shuffled it well here for our new beginnings. So we have the Lover's card. Unbelievable. All right, I think I'll need to move everything away for the moment so that you're able to see everything with me. All right, you have what? The Page of Cups. Pile number 1. What is going on? You have the 7 of Wands in reverse. You have the Justice in reverse. Okay. You have the Ace of Cups. Seriously, pile number 1, is this even a joke? You have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. You have the 4 of Swords. Apologies. You have the 3 of Cups, Celebration. All right, now let's take a look at your oracle cards. So we have that first. That's the one you picked. Let's take a look at the Witch's Oracle. It's a very good oracle to look at things more in depth, get more information and clarity on your situation. So we have Gaia. Interesting. All right. So pile number 1, your reading here is very clear. With the Gaia card here, first and foremost, Gaia is an ancient Greek goddess of agriculture, fertility, and marriage. So I think you can put this all together very well yourself, pile number 1. We have Gaia, we have the Lover's card, we have the Page of Cups. Along with the Ace of Cups, this definitely looks like a new beginning in a relationship. So along with ask for what you want here, one of 2 things could be happening. If you're the person who was thinking to ask someone out, then you're definitely going to be taking that action after a lot of thinking and asking them out, starting a new, beautiful, loving relationship here that you're really going to enjoy. if you're the person who is expecting the other person to speak up and say their truth, this is definitely going to be happening for you, pile number one. They're going to be coming in, telling you they love you, asking for, like what Gaia suggests here, asking for a real commitment, asking you out, wanting to be with you, telling you how they feel, celebrating their relationship with you after a long time of weighing in the options, not between you and someone else necessarily, but weighing in the options of whether this is the right thing to do or not, whether you guys fit well together or not, whether you want them or not, whether they had to leave another relationship to be with you because this other relationship wasn't working out. Whatever the situation was, whatever they were weighing out, worried about, they're out of this anymore. They're not putting in the boundaries, trying to keep you out until they think anymore. This whole situation is out, and I think you're going to be starting out a beautiful relationship with someone who has a lot of strong feelings for you, A. B, someone who's definitely sure that they want to be with you, they want to celebrate their lives with you, and they want to enjoy it with you. And I think you're really going to have a really beautiful time with this person. I think you're really going to be enjoying this relationship a lot. Now, here is the warning, pile number one. You have the Injustice card in reverse. Along with Gaia, Gaia portrays the earth. You know, we've given our planet the term Gaia for such a long time. It was a reverential term for our planet. So it portrays the earth and nature, and her ability to nourish us is being challenged by our abuse of her gifts. And the more we respect her gifts, the more we're able to all live a happy life, enjoying her more. So what I see in this reading here, along with these two cards, pile number one, is that there may be some work that needs to be done in a relationship. And that's not a bad thing, pile number one, in the beginning of the relationship, I mean. Any healthy relationship in the world doesn't start out perfect, so don't worry about that. But it's also a warning for you to look out for that, not give up too quickly maybe, or not see it as an opportunity to grow your relationship. So what I see here is that there are going to be some challenges in the beginning with the understanding of what a healthy relationship is. There is a bit of lack of responsibility here, whether from you or the other person, and this is something that you need to watch out for. So maybe your person does not understand what healthy communication is, what calm communication is, what speaking out honestly and clearly how you feel is, and why it's important to a relationship, the importance of connecting together, the importance of maybe quality time, the importance of saying the truth, you name it, all the healthy behaviors that need to be done in order for a relationship to work. Or maybe not checking other people out if this is something that bothers you, and what are the healthy boundaries between allowing both of you to speak to the other sex or the other people that you like freely, but at the same time having a lot of respect for each other and not crossing the boundaries, and so on. These are things that you are going to be working on a lot in the beginning of a relationship, making sure that both of you are happy, working it out, putting you, both of you, and your happiness first, and moving along, not taking advantage of the relationship, just like we do here with the planet. Making sure that you are respected, they are respected, and not really mindlessly enjoy the relationship, to its detriment, you know? Making sure that you respect the relationship first and foremost, so that you can enjoy and celebrate the beauty of this relationship. And because you have here, ask for what you want. I think the advice here, pile number one, the strong advice that I feel is that during the relationship, if you don't voice out the things that are bothering you, if you're too afraid to say it, you might hinder the progress of this relationship. And I see it as one of your biggest learnings moving forward, one of the things that you need to learn from this relationship so that it flourishes and becomes something that you enjoy forever, and so that it becomes a new behavior for your life in general, is to speak out. Say what you don't like. Don't be afraid. Take it out. Say what you want to say. If you don't like something, you don't have to fight about it, but you can voice it out in a mature way. You need to tell this person that you love them, that you care for them, and that you have something that you need to work on because it really hurts you, and that it's a problem that both of you need to target together so that you can both fix it together. And the way that you feel is important. Don't be worried about them wanting to leave the relationship. Don't worry about them threatening to not like what you want, because your boundaries are important. Always remember that if you're not happy, pile number one, it's not worth keeping the relationship. So these are the advices that I could see for you. It's very important for you to speak out. I hope you remember that. And with the black tourmaline here that I put by coincidence, I see that you need to be protecting your boundaries. This is the most important thing in your new journey. Speak out your truth. Tell this person how you feel when you don't like something. Be protective of your emotions. So pile number one, that was your reading, and I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a video that I upload, and I'll catch you in your next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number two. So this is the card that you chose. It says, speak openly and honestly. All right, let's take a look at what's behind the card. It says, when you speak openly and honestly, you won't have to make assumptions. The day you stop making assumptions, you will communicate cleanly and clearly and achieve impeccability with your word. So pile number two, that's great advice. Let's see how that fits into your reading today. All right, let's first move this out of the way so that you can take a look at your tarot cards. So I've already shuffled this, but let's give it a quick shuffle here and see what your new beginning is, pile number two. What new beginning are you going to experience soon that will have an effect on your life? What is your new beginning, pile number two? All right, let's take a look now after we've set our intentions. We have the Three of Swords in reverse. We have the Death card. Interesting already. We have the High Priestess. We have the Three of Pentacles. All right. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Five of Cups in reverse. Oh my God, it's so clear. Pile number two. We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And we have the Three of Wands. All right. Now let's take the tarot cards away and take a look at your oracle cards. So we have that. That's the one you picked. Let's see from the Witch's Oracle what cards you have for today. So what new beginnings are happening for pile number two? Oh, we have the Horned God. Interesting. So pile number two with the Horned God here, and of course along with the tarot cards, I can see clearly. First of all, let's take a look at the Oracle card before we move in too quickly, so that I can help you see the picture altogether. The Horned God explains that you may be feeling the need to seek more genuine joy, because as you may know, the Horned God is a central deity in Wicca, is the lord of the earth, and guardian to the underworld. It's all about celebration and having the balance between being responsible and enjoying your life a little bit, letting it go, and so you may be feeling the need to seek more genuine joy and deeper connectedness by freeing your emotions and inhibitions. And what I see here is that you, for a very long time, were holding on to some sort of relationship that has been breaking your heart. You do know deep inside that this is not the right relationship for you, but yet you weren't able to let it go for a very long time. And I see your new beginning is releasing this relationship, making an end to this toxic relationship, to be quite frank with you, because you, for a very long time, even though you weren't happy, all right, you saw it as your wish fulfillment. You saw it as exactly what you wanted. Well, not exactly, but you saw it as the thing that made you happy. You saw it as what you wanted to have for the rest of your life, even though deep down you knew this wasn't the right relationship for you. You knew it brought you a lot of unhappiness. It made you very stagnant and you weren't able to move forward. It was nearly impossible for you at the time, or maybe you're in this situation now. But what I foresee in the future is you being brave, tenacious, actually taking the step to take yourself and end this relationship, end this misery that you're in. This being stuck to this person for whatever reasons that you may have, and understanding, shedding light onto the truth of what this relationship is causing you, the sadness that it's causing you. So with the speak openly and honestly card here, I see the advice for you is to speak honestly with yourself, pile number 2. Are you happy? Is this person doing for you exactly what you want in a relationship? Are they giving you enough time? Are they giving you quality time? Do they reach out for you when they need to talk to somebody? Are they being faithful to you? Are they treating you with respect? Do they treat you as equally important as you are? Is the environment around them kind to you and includes you in? So ask yourself the questions that you really should be asking yourself and answer honestly. If you were to choose from the beginning, be satisfied with love, get everything that you want, would you pick that for yourself? Would you pick the circumstances that you're in? Would you pick the sadness that you feel? Is this what you would do? Are you waiting around waiting for this person to change and nothing is happening? All these questions I see in the future, I see you answering them very openly and honestly to yourself, facing yourself, understanding that this is not your dream, moving forward and not keeping yourself stuck there waiting for this person all the time. And this is a new beginning because you are going to prove to yourself how courageous you are, how strong you are without them. You're going to surprise yourself that you have the ability, A, to do that, and B, to move yourself and be okay without this person. I see you meeting new people that are going to really respect you, are going to treat you with your worth. Because obviously, pile number 2, you do know your worth very well. You know that you deserve better. And I see you meeting a lot of people in the coming period, part of your new beginning, a cooperation of people that you're probably going to meet within whatever you have a team in. Maybe you're doing some charity work. Maybe you go to work every day, maybe you go to school, whatever it is, you're going to be meeting people that totally respect you for who you are and are going to teach you that you're not all that bad as your ex made you thought, or this person or this relationship made you think. you're going to realize that the problem was with this person. Maybe they displayed a lot of gaslighting. Maybe they were a bit manipulative. Maybe they didn't appreciate you well. And I see you meeting people who show you how important you are, how it's important for people in general to respect each other. And I believe you're going to be learning a lot this coming period. Sorry, I was channeling something. I think with the Horned God here and the Death card, I see you as growing up from this experience, pile number 2. You taking yourself out of it will move you into another stage of life, will make you wiser, will make you more tenacious, will make you stronger, and will allow you to understand how to set proper boundaries in your next relationship. You'll surprise yourself of how much you change, on how much you would never allow things like this to happen to you in the future. I truly seeing you growing up a lot in this relationship, pile number 2. I see you balancing out your respect and love for others, while at the same time your respect towards yourself. So pile number 2, that was a great reading. I'm so happy I had the chance to do this reading for you. If you've liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a video that I upload. And I'll catch you in your next reading. Hi, pile number 3. So this is the card you chose. It's a beautiful card with a lotus here and a beautiful girl meditating. It says, express your own divinity. So let's see what it says at the back of the card. It says, notice they have a lotus again here. All right. It says, you don't need the acceptance of others. You don't need knowledge or great philosophical concepts. You have the right to be you. And you express your own divinity by being alive and by loving yourself and others. So let's see how this fits into your reading. We don't want to jump into conclusions at all at the moment. Let's take this out of the way so that we can have a look at your tarot cards. So I've shuffled this before we started, but we'll shuffle it again with the intention of pile number 3. So what is pile's 3 new beginning? What is pile 3's new beginning? What is pile's 3 new beginning? Let's take a look. Pile number 3. You have, the 4 of Pentacles. You have the 4 of Cups. Okay. You have the 8 of Wands. All right. You have the Ace of Wands in reverse. You have the 7 of Wands in reverse. You have the King of Cups in reverse. You have the 10 of Wands. All right. You have the 5 of Swords. Now, before we begin, let's take a look at your oracle cards. You've picked this one. Let's take a look at the Witch's Oracle, which I believe is a great oracle to get into depth to what you want to understand. So, what is your new beginning, pile number 3? What is your new beginning? And you have Mirror. Very interesting. Pile number 3. So let's take a look at what this is all about. So pile number 3, what I see here is that for a very long time, you have been doing things that you just didn't enjoy. You weren't honest with yourself enough. I think you've been holding on maybe to a job that you didn't like. I think you were doing a lot of things in life. You're maybe still doing a lot of things and you're holding on tight to them. even though there are a lot of things that you don't like. You promised yourself to take action to change these things a lot of the times, but you always broke your promise to yourself. You never took action. And as a result, you've been getting one opportunity after the other that you just didn't like. You weren't feeling like you were yourself. I think you lost yourself a little bit in the process of doing things that you don't want to do, that you don't believe in. And so they were making you feel really burdened. I think you weren't really honest with yourself for such a long time about what it is that you want, about whether what you're doing makes you happy or not. You're holding on really tightly to them, and you're not really sure. You're too afraid, to let them go because they provide some sort of security for you. Maybe they keep your parents happy. Maybe they're making you feel, maybe they help you fit in society better. But inside, deep inside of you, you do know that this is not exactly what you want, pile number 3. You know that. You see, with the mirror card here, mirrors are reflectors of life as it is. So it invites you to not be deceived by appearance. So here I see that you may be focusing on the outward facade of things and how they make you look in society, makes you look in front of yourself maybe, and not really digging down into thinking of what matters. You see, you feel and see exactly what is being reflected to you. So ask yourself, how do I feel? Am I happy with what I'm doing? Because this is what the mirror invites you to see. If it makes you feel happy, then forget about this reading, pile number 3. But if you deep down aren't happy, then you need to be taking yourself out of this. Because especially that I see that you've promised yourself to do a lot of changes that you haven't done in a very long time. Your energy body has the ability to feel at all levels, and it will often speak to you through a sense of unease, confusion, not feeling that things are right. And this is exactly what the cards are telling you here today. Your new beginning is you actually facing yourself, because the mirror is inviting you to curb fantasies and idealistic expectations as you step into the liberation of seeing things clearly, pile number 3. So I see you, like the card says, expressing your own divinity pretty soon. That's your new beginning, pile number 3. I see you for the first time taking action. Start speaking to yourself honestly about what it is that you want to do. Is this the life you're leading now? Is it the life that you want? I see you facing yourself, speaking to yourself honestly, and truly on it for the first time, taking steps, opening your mind about taking steps into changing this life. It's not going to happen all of a sudden, obviously, but I see you changing your mindset about it, seeing the truth for what it is, because your perceptions are correct, pile number 3. Dig down inside of you and see if this is the life that you want. Does it make you happy? If not, I see you moving towards a new beginning that you are really going to love, pile number 3. I see you finding yourself. I see you finally living the life that you want. And a lotus, it is an expression, it's a symbol of a new beginning. So I see you flourishing, glowing, and finally living your true self. See how beautiful this person looks? You feel like they're glowing inside out, finally releasing the stress, taking the right action, being illuminated with how they want to express their divinity, and living their true authentic self. And this is what I definitely see for you, pile number 3. I'm sure that this is something that you've been thinking about so much but never taking action on. I see you've been speaking to yourself about changing it, but at the same time lying to yourself about the fact that it could be the right thing for you. I invite you to not listen to anyone. You've listened to people enough, obviously, for a very long time. You've already done that homework. Now it's time to listen to your inner self, to go inside yourself and find the truth, because you are capable of doing that. And taking steps to changing your life completely. And pile number 3, if you do change your life to the better, please let me know down in the comments below so that we can all learn from you and take that step for ourselves. Kudos to you, pile number 3. All the best of luck. I see a beautiful life coming up. And if you've liked this reading, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi there, pile number 4. So you've chosen this beautiful card. It says, release self-judgment. You see her here as opening up a book right next to her heart. A book that releases a woman that looks like her, coming out in the form of fire, but at the same time, form of light. You also see an aura at the top of her head, enlightening her to a better understanding about herself. We'll see how that fits into your reading. Let's take a look at the back of the card. This is some release of energy. As you may know, the spirals, they're either attracting in life energies or releasing life energies. So it says, even the opinions you have about yourself are not necessarily true. Therefore, you don't need to take whatever you hear in your own mind personally. So it invites you to, it invites you to understand that whatever people say, it's a reflection of how they think of the world and themselves. It's not necessarily true about being you. Don't be triggered when people criticize you, because if you get triggered, you're going to feel really bad about it. It's going to take your personal power away from you. What I invite you to do is release this trigger. Whenever you feel hit by a trigger, take it out and say, I don't accept this trigger. I don't accept that. Don't flood your thoughts with what the other person is going to think about you. It doesn't matter. You have to have your own personal power. If you reflect the opposite, this idea is going to change. Believe me. So don't accept criticism. Release this idea. Push it out. And this is going to portray a lot of personal power, really. So we'll see how this fits into your reading. It might fit in another way, but I felt called onto giving this advice. I don't know why I didn't do that with the other piles, but this is what I felt I needed to do. All right, so let's take a look at your tarot cards. Let's move these out of the way so that you can see. So what is the new beginning happening to pile number 4? I've already shuffled the cards, but we're setting out the intentions for your reading. So what new beginnings are happening for pile number 4? What new beginnings are happening? Let's see, pile number 4. So you have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. You have the Fool in reverse. You have the Hanged Man in reverse. You have the 2 of Swords in reverse. Okay. You have the 2 of Pentacles. You have the 2 of Cups in reverse. You have the 4 of Wands. And you have the King of Swords. All right, now let's take a look at your oracle cards. This is the oracle card that you chose, this beautiful card. Now we're taking a look at the Witch's Oracle, which I really respect. I feel like it gets into depth with what we want to know, really goes deep. I believe it brings in a lot of wisdom about the situation. It also makes us understand the situation better. if you will. All right, so what is your new beginning? It's the wand. Interesting. All right, pile number 4. So your reading is exactly what we started off with. I didn't know why I was called to get into detail with this card. But this is your reading, pile number 4. It says that your new beginning is you changing and growing up. You finally releasing the stress that kept you imprisoned inside yourself, really. You're a very loving person, pile number 4. I think it's important for you to keep the people around you happy. You're an honest person. You're very generous, but you kept yourself imprisoned there for a long time. You were very worried about people's criticism, how they see you. You really judge yourself harshly because you had very high expectations for yourself and very low expectations for others. You gave yourself too much, and this allowed you to feel a lot of unfairness from people because you didn't get the love you were given constantly. I feel like you took care of people so much, but people weren't giving this care back to you. I see you as growing and entering a whole new world with this reading, pile number 4. I'm so sure. I think you're going to stop this behavior of being less self-assured about how to stand up for yourself, because you were always triggered by what other people thought, and maybe a little bit with your naivety in terms of having rose-colored glasses and to how you saw people. I think you're such a good person from the inside that you projected this innocence and this good, honest character onto people, when this isn't really the real world. Some people are good and some others really aren't that bad, but they aren't as good. And you need to release this naivety. And this is exactly what I see happening. I see you standing on your own 2 feet, not being unsure anymore on how to say no to people, how to speak your truth, not being blinded about what other people not being blinded about what other people are going to think of you or say about you or feel about you if you say no. I think you're going to stand your ground. You're going to learn to politely say no, to not be triggered, just like we discussed in the beginning, to not be triggered by what people think of you. And I think if you learn that, which you're going to be learning in this coming period of time, to not be triggered about what people think, you are definitely going to be standing up strong, but at the same time still appearing as this generous person as you are. And pile number 4, if people don't see you as generous and they give you a negative tag, it doesn't matter. You know that you are a generous person, and that's not going to change. Your tribe should be the people who see you for who you are and love you and appreciate you for who you are. And if after all the generosity and the kind attitude and the high integrity that you display, people still think that you're not strong, then it doesn't that you're not kind, that tag you in an unfair way, it really doesn't matter. You need to be around the people who treat you kindly, because with the wand here, this is a card about intentions. It represents intentions, as well as the focus on these intentions, and it invites you to keep the intents and purposes of your own reality and not be swayed by the intentions of others. So like you did before, moving back and forth with how people think, what they want to do, neglecting your own needs, I think pile number 4, you're going to be releasing that. First and foremost, the judgment about yourself. You're going to be removing the bad tags that you gave yourself, and you're going to be giving yourself some better tags. Understand who you are. I invite you to write down all the wonderful things. I really think you should do this homework. All the amazing things that you see about yourself. Understand that this is your reality. Write down the things that you would love to change about yourself, so that the next time you're not triggered when people tell you, because you already know. You will take criticism as feedback to change into the better. And if it's not what's on your list, if it's not something that you should be adding, if it's toxic, you're going to be releasing it. You're not going to be taking it. And I see you being liberated, pile number 4, with this behavior. I see you being happy, not being stuck in this prison of, being swayed. Again, this card says the same thing, being swayed by what other people want, by their intentions, by the direction that they want to go. I see you growing up, standing your ground, and not putting boundaries, and not allowing people to move you anymore. You're going to be releasing this naivety. You're going to be strong. People, pile number 4, are going to be seeing you in a completely different form from now on, pile number 4. And I'm very happy for you. I'm very happy that you're stepping into this new, stronger character that integrates the wonderful characteristics about you and the strength at the same time. I'm so excited for this new beginning for you, pile number 4. I see you getting a lot of respect from people, from you being kind, at the same time standing your ground. I don't see them having the opportunity to what is it called, the expression that I want? To use you is exactly what I want to say. And respecting you when you give something now, because they understand that you only give when you have the time, when you want, and they're going to be so appreciative when you give it to them. So pile number 4, kudos to you. I'm so happy for you. Maintain this focus, and I see this whole new beginning of a strong character arising like a dragon, but like a dragon that looks so beautiful, pile number 4. So protect yourself there. You're a wonderful person. I would love to see you growing. If you see changes in yourself, pile number 4, I hope you remember me. I hope you come back and write in the comment section that you have changed, how you've changed, so that we can all learn a thing or two from you, pile number 4. Share your experiences. I'd love to read that. I'm so interested in your experiences. And pile number 4, if you've liked this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye!